Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from mpiinvest.com. So, talking about the markets, of course, as we discussed yesterday, the markets were weak, and in fact, being an expiry day, the markets were, of course, volatile. And the way the markets were moving up and down, it was like completely volatile throughout the day. In fact, we booked some decent profits for the week and just moved out of the market as I don't want to carry out any position on this weekend, that too when all these uncertainties are going across the globe. So that's exactly what we did at MPI Invest. I think personally, I have booked about 0.4% return last week, and members have also similar made similar return. So that's something great. So talking about the market yesterday, who was the top gainer? In fact, that is something interesting. After results, Bajaj Auto actually came out with very good results, and that could be seen in how the market actually took that positively yesterday. And Bajaj Auto was up more than 6% yesterday, followed by the most important thing to be looking at is when Bajaj Auto came with positive results. People are expecting other two-wheeler companies also to come with good results, and we could see HDF. Sorry, I'm talking about HDFC. Of course, HDFC is my favorite stock. Keeps coming on my conversation race. So talking about it, so Bajaj Auto's result has actually spiked Hero Motors as well, because people now think that since Bajaj Auto has come out with good results, they're expecting Hero also to come out with good results. So we could see Hero also rallying up yesterday. In fact, we could also see L&T Mindtree also doing really well after the results. So IT specific weakness, which was seen, has kind of gone down slightly, because L&T Mindtree came out with decent results, and that has kind of taken the market slightly positive. So overall, if you see, IT sector is not that bad as expected. And if you look at the results overall, market has not really seen an excitement in the results. So that is something which you can see commonly, because HDFC Bank came with the results. They were decent enough. And yesterday we could see focus on FMCG stocks like Hindustan Unilever and ITC. Both of them have come with decent results. So in fact, in FMCG stocks, we can never expect the stocks to be kind of doing great numbers. See, what do ITC products or HUL products do? They are sold on an even market. That is, at any point of time, there is recession, FMCG still continues to sell. There is no recession, FMCG still. It's like, we can't consume more than how much we actually need. So FMCG stocks are like that. But then a good part of FMCG stocks are they're less volatile, and not only that, these stocks do well generally when the markets turn bearish. So at this point of time, of course, we do not have any great support from them in the market. But of course, ITC is one stock which has kind of rallied up really well of late. And of course, that momentum is not going to grow bigger at this point of time with the way results have come. I mean, it is not bad, it is decent, but then nothing great to be talking about to take it up further. So that is something that I'm expecting. So ITC can kind of consolidate somewhere around this line and slowly grow along with time. So these are a few things that happened yesterday, and of course, talking about today. Today is a weekend, and also next week is going to be a short week of trading, because Tuesday is a holiday for Dasara. So with all this, markets have just got a few days left for the expiry, and markets are going to be very jittery, because FIs have continued to sell. Yesterday also FIs have sold for more than 1,000 crores, whereas the DIs have bought for about 700 crores. So one thing that we can observe here is that the institutionals, that is DIIs, are trying to catch up with every selling that's happening in the market by the FIIs. So that is kind of good, I would say, because since the market is not going down much in spite of FIIs selling so much, it is actually going to be a disappointment for the FIIs when they come back to India, because they are going to buy at a bigger price, and naturally when they take the markets higher, that is when probably DIS will look at booking profits. So that is a trend that can be expected to continue for some time until the geopolitical issues are sorted, and also the US situation. So talking about US markets are in very bad shape. In fact, yesterday also it has fallen. In fact, yesterday in the evening when I looked at the US market, it was kind of going up. So I thought things are looking fine, but then Jerome Powell came out and said that the inflation is actually too high still, and they are going to keep the interest rates hiked, continuous. I mean, at least a hike is not going to happen further, but at least the high rates are going to continue for a longer time. Now, I was just talking to one of our relatives or friends who was actually looking at disposing his property in the US. And you know what? The situation in the US is so bad. Home sales have been down so much that the rates of the real estate have actually come down. So here, one thing, let me tell you. Unlike India, US and Europe have a more regulated real estate market. So because of which, when our economy is in a tough situation, the real estate prices also go down. But if you look at India, in India, this developers actually work, or property developers work more like a cartel. So they've cartelized the entire real estate industry, and even if their inventory is not sold, all the big builders, right? What they, I don't want to name them, but it is a common practice at this point of time. Like these people build big apartments with 500 to 1000 apartment units in a building, and probably a 200 or 300 apartments might actually recover their cost, and then they don't mind even if it is not sold. So then they just keep the inventory the same way it is, even though the prices are down, without bringing the prices down. And that cartelization is what is kind of taking Indian real estate market steady, or it may take it up. But the way things are going, of course, real estate market looks more like a bubble that would get burst. uh, when would that, of course, happen? It's not very short term. I'm talking about a longer term, probably 5 6 years. But then, of course, it's not a great sign at this point of time. There's a huge demand for high end luxury apartments at this point of time. But then the smaller apartments are losing its sheen, is what I see probably. But however, personally, I don't recommend nor allowed to invest in apartments. That's something which is totally out of question. I would say not a great decision at all. In fact, I was just looking at one of the property near my place. I don't want to name it, but the apartment cost of a new apartment there is approximately 4 crores, and the same apartment, if I want to rent it, is just going to cost me about 55,000 rupees a month. Now do the math yourself. I am sure you will come to a good conclusion. Of course, how ineffective it is to buy a apartment rather than renting it out at this amount. So if at all you had invested that down payment money which you're going to pay, like if it is 4 crores, and if you're planning to make a down payment of about 50 60 lakhs, and that 50 lakhs, if it is invested in a mutual fund, and if it gives you about 10 12% return, and the balance 3.4 crores or 3.5 crores, whatever you're planning to repay on EMIs, by the time you repay it, the amount of fund which you're going to repay your investment, if you look at doing a SIP with that, what is the kind of return that you can expect? Isn't that amazing? So it doesn't really make sense to go for an apartment purchase, especially if you are going to purchase it for your self occupancy. So definitely not worth it. Renting is a better option, of course, at this point of time, especially in cities like Bangalore, where the prices have already skyrocketed. So this is about real estate. So of course, coming back to market and investments, yes, the today being a Friday, the markets are going to close, probably slightly positive from all this what has happened. We are, of course, with the US market down and Asian markets down. We are expecting a gap down opening today, but then there are high chances that the gap down may not sustain, and it can go up and close slightly positive from the opening of the day. So that's what I'm expecting as of now. However, I'm not taking any trades for the day, not this week, and taking a break till Monday, or I will decide to take a trade based on how the market performs on Monday, because Tuesday is again a market holiday, and it is India specific market holiday. So US markets would be open, and the global markets would be open. So that's something which I might think of, considering not kind of to stay away. So, wishing you all a happy Dasara in advance. Let us catch up on Sunday with the Market Pulse video where we discuss about the markets and what happened last week and what could be expected next week. So that's it for now. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off. But before you leave, of course, you know what to do. Do press the like button if you love the content that we share. And do share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. And of course, if you want to start planning your financial investments, do connect with us. You have the phone number mentioned here. And of course, our team will help you join the community. Goodbye. Have a great day and have a great weekend.